Hello everyone, it's Michelle Pepper here from Stamp with Michelle Pepper. Thank you for joining me today. So it's October, so it's time for a video on my latest monthly cards club. Alright, so I have named this Designer Papers Cards Club, which is quite a mouthful. So, but basically what it is, it's my monthly card club. Alright, so I decided, because this is our annual catalog, and especially for those of you who maybe were Stampin' Up, used to buy from Stampin' Up, and haven't been a while, or you haven't seen our new catalog yet. Well, these days our catalog is it's organized slightly different, and so there used to be a page where it shows all the designer series paper that we are currently stocking, but now it's slightly differently organized. So we have to go to page 140 to the index page, and then we'll see a section here called designer series paper, and it will list all the designer series papers, and this one you don't even know whether they're 6x6 or 12x12, and it's on the code number, and it's on the pages. As you can see, it's quite spread out, right? So it's not as obvious, and so all the more important that you're part of my monthly cards club, because what I do is each month I will take one. So this month in October, I've taken the Nature Sweetness on page 107 is where you'll find information about it. And ta-da! I know this, you won't even know which one it is. Unfortunately, there is a little blurb here on Nature Sweetness Specialty Designer Series paper, but it's not very obvious which one it is, alright? Or maybe you can think it's here, so it's along here. And so this is the paper here. But it doesn't show a lot of it, so I always now try to get people, please go to my website and just search up designer series paper, and all the designer series paper will come out and you'll be able to see it more clearly. But my job as a demonstrator is also to make videos and to show you, if, for those of you who can't see me in person and can't come to my classes. So I'm trying to spread the word by making videos and showing you guys, but I also can't really keep up. So anyway, one way I try to keep up is through my monthly cards club, and that's when I will pick a set of papers each month and come up with a nice simple design to use it, and that will work with all the papers, and then offer that to you as a monthly cards club. So this is the set of the paper. It's beautiful with gold foiling. Okay, so this is, I know there's one strip here, and the flip side is that. Alright, so you those of you who know Stampin' Up, you already know that we do double-sided DSPs, so it's always which is kind of good and bad, because sometimes like if I wanted to use this side, I kind of feel a little bit sacrilege that I'm like gluing this side down. So, but hey, it means double the options, right? So there's this design, and the flip side is that, and then you have this design, and the flip side is that, and then finally we've got this design, and the flip side is that. So these can be quite masculine. In fact, this can be as well, because it's just plants, and so it's not like floral and very overtly feminine, and that's something that you probably wouldn't sing to a guy. I don't know. Just generally speaking, right? These days, anything goes. So the design for October is that. So we've got one, so obviously you can't see the flip side of this card because it's glued right down, okay, but they all follow the same template. Alright, so we've got that, and we've got this design, which is very similar to this, except there's no gold foiling on this one as opposed to this. Okay, so this is kind of a little bit special here with a bit of gold foiling, and this one doesn't. Of course, if you have gold embossing powder, and the heat tool and Versamark, you can obviously stamp some using some splatter stamps, and you can stamp on them and then gold emboss it to get your flecks of gold. Okay, and then this is the other design. Alright, and then we've got this. Alright, so this is very, very, very foil. So you notice there are only 5 here, but you know, each of our designer series paper will have, the 12 by 12 ones will have 6 design, but double-sided, so actually 12 designs. Okay, so you get to choose, but in my cards club I give you 6 of them, sample of 6. So but it's double-sided, so you can choose which side you use. So the October one, so you'll get kits like this when you are part of this cards club, and when you buy this cards club, you'll get 6 of these, actually 5 kits, and 1 already made up like this, so that you have something physical in front of you to copy, as well as the tutorial that I will send you. Actually, it's more of a recipe card. The instructions are here in this video. The recipe card will give you the measurements, the supplies that you will need, you know, so, and if you are just trying to replicate it, this design again, then you just need to kind of follow the template, the recipe, right? So, any die cuts I will have cut out for you. So, got a basic white thick card stock for the card base. And then next we have this layer, which is going to go on there, but we're going to do something to it before we glue it on. And then we've got a cardstock, pebbled path that goes on there. And then we have a, not quite a 4x4. It's 4 this way, but this way it's 3 5/8, I believe. But that's all going to be given to you in the PDF tutorial, or recipe card I should say, and that just goes on there. And so we have this little thing here, and there should be, there is a strip, okay, and then that will just, it's quite long, but you can trim it down, okay, just give you access so you can trim it down. And we've got the twine that I bowed for you. Of course you can take it off and bow it yourself again if you prefer that way. But yes, that is, as you can see, it's not an overly hard design. It's specifically designed so that you can make this card in a very short amount of time. So this is not one of those cards, you know, this cards club, the cards that I offer in cards club, they're not one of those cards that take ages to make. They are designed to be quick and easy, and easy for you to finish and complete. Don't want to take too much time, aiming for 5 minutes or under for each card. So there you go. Actually, before I put that pebble ink, I'm just going to see. I think there might be enough ink here, because I don't want I just want a very subtle look. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just kind of going through the edges. So these are the blending brushes that you can get. You can get the small ones, or you can get the large ones. They all come in as a pack of 3. I personally prefer the large ones, but I did buy some small ones to test it out and to see what it's like, and I decided after using both I prefer the big ones. But here, this is the small one. Alright, so that's it. As you can see, I didn't even add extra. So for example, if I just kind of do that, you can see how dark it is, this, you know, so I would do this before I come on here. Okay, I'll try and get off as much as I can, and then put some on here. Okay, so so as to get that subtle look rather than a big splotch of pebble path. Okay, so let's put that away, and let's put that away, so I don't need all these now. And then all I need to do is glue this on with my liquid glue, which is my adhesive of choice. If you've watched me and my videos enough times, you will notice that this is what I tend to use, the liquid glue. Right, so just layering it in the center as much as possible. It should be. Okay, it is. Okay, and then I'm just going to do, I don't know if you notice, the effect of this is, it's almost like a layer of vellum. Okay, so it kind of, to me, it creates that look of vellum when it's not vellum. And we don't actually stock vellum anymore, unless I'm mistaken. But yeah, we used to have vellum cardstock, but we don't anymore. So if you wanted to use vellum, here's a little tip. That's kind of a look, but the only difference is it doesn't act entirely as a vellum, because obviously it's not see-through, which is mostly why people use vellum, so that you know, so that it kind of, you can see through it. But sometimes we use it as a layer. So, and if you're just using it as a layer, then now that we don't have vellum, you can use this effect to create like a vellum look. And so here, I'm just making, yeah, so you can do it this way, but I think that's upside down, you see, so I think I prefer this way. And that's all I do. Okay, and I don't even use, I'm just using it all flat, because, I don't know, I'm just using it all flat, but you can raise it up if you prefer. Okay, so just glue that down and centering it again. So this design is actually one I saw from Mitosu Craft, made a card. I think he used this paper as well, if I remember correctly, but it was different supplies. And I like this design, so I wanted to use it, and then decided that it goes really well with this set of papers. So there you have it. This is what I'm offering. Okay, and then that. So now we have one more bit of stamping, which is this, and that's pretty much it. And I'm going to leave the inside of it blank. You can, of course, do it, yeah, stamp whatever you want. But see, the idea is it doesn't take long at all to finish this card. Right, I'm going to bring in my Pebble Path again, and I am using Have a Blessed Day. So that's just a long skinny sentiment from Unbounded Love stamp set. Do I have it anywhere here? I do not know where it is. Anyway, you know, it's called Unbounded Love, and you might not like this, and you might want to use another one, but in order to use the strip, you know, I gave you quite a generous amount, so you can, as long as it's anything that's straight, that is a long sentiment like that, you'll be able to use this. If not, then you're going to have to use, you know, like a, can't talk. You can use another piece of scrap paper that you may have. Okay, alright, so I'm just gonna, and I keep saying paper, but it's actually cardstock. Okay, so that's just gonna go on here like so. Yep, I'm pretty happy with that. What do you think? Do I want it lower? Right, just because it's where this is covered. Okay, going to take my dimensionals now. Okay, I've got the mini ones here, and I'm going to there is a right side, and you can see that this is a bit rougher, so that's the bit that I had face down cutting. So I've got that 1, 2, and I think the rest are too big, so I think I can only do 2 big ones. And then I shall, oh, where's my other scissors gone? Great, here we go. I'm just going to cut, so these are the edges. I'm going to just use the edges and cut them fairly small, because, oh, hang on, how am I going to do this? Hang on. This is a little tricky. Just making sure that it's on there, and that one can come on here. I think that should be enough. Maybe I'll do one more for the top. Okay. Oops. Look, it doesn't take a lot, and okay, not sure if you saw that. Okay, Okay, so I'm just putting these little dimensionals, and this part here is even too skinny, too small for the minis, so I even have to cut, so use the edges from the minis. Alright, and then these are going to go like right about here. You can make it straight, but I'm going to just you know, twist it a little bit, just because I can. Alright, okay, I'm going to do it like that, I think, and then that will go beneath here. So I might just maneuver that a little bit. So maybe I could put a small one on there, so not a lot. So let's see, we'll get there. Okay, so that's going to go like that. So I'm going to put the liquid glue on here. Okay, it's liquid glue, so it's pretty forgiving. And straight. Can't really see what I'm doing. Here we go. What do you think? It's just like that. Okay, and then finally, put that away. We've got the bow. So I'm going to be using my glue dot again, and using my piercing tool that helps just to pick up that, and I will probably roll it up actually, because yeah, I'm going to roll it up and just kind of stick it in between there, and then I'm going to put my bow there, and there you have it. This is the cut, and if it's too long, let's trim it, shall we? Okay, and there you go. So that is how simple it is, but how very beautiful. I absolutely love this. I don't know about you, but I do love this, and I've made it generic enough. Have a blessed day, so that I can give it to I can give it on many occasions, for a birthday, for just thinking of you kind of day, you know, just kind of mail. I mean, who wouldn't enjoy getting a mail card in a mail, you know, like a happy mail? It's not bills, it's not a fine, it's not a bill, it's actually just a pretty card, and hopefully some nice thoughtful words just to show someone that they are loved, and that we're thinking of them, we're praying for them, and that yeah, just wanted to bless them. Don't you love these cards? Love it so much. And so yeah, so these are available. These are in my October cards club. I would be so happy to get these card kits out to you. So yeah, go ahead and click on the link, which I will share as well, wherever you see this video posted, on YouTube or on my Facebook. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Michelle Pepper of Stamp with Michelle Pepper, and I come to you weekly for with a live demonstrating a couple of projects with my product of the week, my pal. It's like, and then once a month I have these card designs using one set of designer series papers from Stampin' Up, the 12 by 12 ones. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please do click on the like button and share it as well. I would be so appreciative of that. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye.